I had a load of leftover greens on the turn and some paneer in the fridge. I knew at this point I wanted to make some sort of palak paneer style dish where cubes of paneer sit in a super green sauce. It's traditionally made with spinach, but I was hoping I could use what I had to get a similar result. While I had to think about the main event, I got some rice onto steam, so I knew that it could chill out in the rice cooker in the background. I got some purple sprouting broccoli chopped up to help it cook faster and more evenly, then got it into a pan with boiling water over a high heat. Once it was nearly cooked, I added the spring greens, kale and the end of a bag of coriander for fragrance. Once the veg was soft, I drained it off, prepared an ice bath and got them cooling as quickly as possible. It's always a good idea to cook green veg like this, especially if you intend on cooking them again later because they'll stay greener for way longer. Once the veg was cool, I tipped it into a blender along with some of the ice and the water to keep everything cool. Blenders can heat food up at high speeds, which can cause discoloration. When the mix was super smooth, I cut the paneer into chunks and had a think about the flow of the recipe. I was keen to bulk the paneer out a little bit and give the curry a little more body, so I reached for some chickpeas. I drained them over a bowl to give myself some options of chickpea water later, then tossed with paneer oil and garam masala, a spice blend heavy in cumin. My thinking was here that I could roast them in the oven, which would create layers of crispy texture, toasted spice and caramelized sugars, which I could play off later with the sauce. It would also avoid a messy frying stage. Most Indian gravies start with onion, garlic and ginger, so I roughly chopped an onion and got it frying in plenty of oil before chopping up garlic and adding that too. I made sure everything had cooked down nicely to develop subtle sweetness before adding mustard seeds for toastiness, ground cumin for warmth, whole coriander seeds for the occasional pop of freshness, and chili flakes for heat. These would be my second layer of spice to play off the roasted garam masala in the oven. Once the spices had toasted, I added the green puree, the chickpea water too for body, seasoned with salt and simmered everything down until thicker, greener and tasting delicious. When the paneer and chickpeas were golden, I tipped over the sauce, gave everything a mix and had to think about my final layer of spice. Often dals are finished with a tarka, a spiced oil or ghee that's tipped over dishes towards the end of cooking. Inspired by this, I toasted mild Kashmiri chili powder in oil until bright red before taking a pan off the heat. I spooned rice into bowls, added the curry, topped with blobs of creme fraiche for creaminess because I didn't have any yogurt, and finished with my bright red oil. It worked great. All the layers of flavour came together, it felt rich with veg and the acid from the creme fraiche cut through the heat from the chili.